Welcome to Game 2 of this best of 3 in the lower bracket of the Intel Extreme Masters Gamescom Qualifier. Spawning in the bottom left position as the teal Terran player. Representing TES, we've seen a lot of extreme supremacy, but he's going to have to exercise it 2 games in a row. Right now, it's Beastyqt. His opponent spawning in the bottom right-hand position is the purple Zerg player. Doing incredibly well in that last game. A lot of YOLO Mutalisks. So many Mutas died in that last game. I don't think I've ever seen a StarCraft game where more Mutalisks have died in a single game. What a show of resilience from this guy, but he has to do it one more time. It's Revolver. So we will see if this is able to happen. We're going for the hatchery first from Revolver here. Cactus Valley, large map, could be one of 4 spawning locations. Macro builds do tend to be preferred, and we have got the command center first coming down from Beastyqt as well. So as things stand, looking awfully chilled out. And I hope you guys are enjoying the games today so far. We didn't get a lot of people shouting for Revolver Beastyqt, but I bet you guys are regretting that now. What a game 1 we had there. And we're going to have more of that to follow very shortly, right here in game number 2. Revolver has reached the top left position with his Overlord. We'll see his opponent is not in vertical spawns. They are in fact going to be horizontal. That actually opens the door a little bit for Beastyqt, because coming down off the ramps, you're actually attacking towards your opponent's natural. So the distance that you have to move is ever so slightly less than normal, and it's going to be very useful for Beastyqt if he chooses to get very aggressive. So that's something we're going to be watching out for to see if that ends up happening in this particular game. The SV will be able to scout the creep there, and we'll see the natural expansion has gone down. We'll just move into the main and double check for the timings there on the gas. The Zergling's unable to deny the SCV the scout, so the SCV will not have died in vain. And Beastyqt more or less knows what kind of opening he is up against now, at least to this point. Marines just being produced from this barracks at the moment, nice and chilled out, potentially just looking to put down a factory sooner rather than later. Keep an eye on that. Zergling speed has also started as the Stegosaurus Zerglings are moving out. I do love that skin. They look so cute with their little sails. I like how they leap through the air. They're so cuddly, guys. Carbot Animations has made me like Zerglings. It's all your fault. All your fault. Alright. Barracks and factory coming down now, and actually a little bit awkward without those 2 Marines there, but they are going to be joining in very shortly. Ooh dear, Beastyqt losing an SCV. About to lose a second one as well if he's not careful. Good micro, prevents the second one from being lost. The pair of Zerglings get lost as well, but a little bit of an embarrassment for Beastyqt to lose a worker that early in the game, now going up to a grand total of 2. Don't forget the scouting one died as well. Worker supply is now 36 to 26 in favor of our Zerg. And we are going for a quick lair by the looks of things inside the main base. So Zergling speed straight into lair. No Wout Warren, no Bailey Nest, nothing of the sort. We're just going to be teching up as quickly as we can from Revolver's point of view. Spreading his creep very, very quickly early on as well to try and get wind of attacks. He knows, of course, that because Beastyqt is spawned in the bottom left-hand position, it'll take not very long at all for Beastyqt to launch potential attacks. Beastyqt, though, is going for, once again, a very, very economic approach. We see the 3rd command center already becoming an orbital command here. Very quickly indeed. More barracks coming in. Nothing being researched yet from this tech lab. As soon as I say that, we have Stim starting, of course. Cast a Curse. And we have Hellions now slowly making their way out. And look at this. 3 creep tumors at once. Revolver knows he needs to just get as much area as possible down so that the Hellions have limited ability to infiltrate here. These Zerglings, well, they're actually doing quite a good job against this Hellion at the moment. Just a single Hellion stopping to fire shots at them don't really do too much damage. So this Hellion's life is potentially forfeit right now. I don't think it can go ahead and meet its mate in time for it to continue its journey. This is going to be close, but I think the Hellion won't make it out alive. Here come 3 more! Oh my god! Oh my god! I can just hear the driver. Not like this! So many fun little moments in this series. Truly epic StarCraft coming in the lower bracket right now. And more creep getting spread as soon as the Hellions are out of view from the Revolver. Spire going down as well very, very quickly. Third base not being taken close to the enemy. Just a little bit too risky there, so he is going to take it in this location instead. The Hellions are not going to do too much about that. A lot of Speedlings sneaking by, though. These Hellions are moving up into the main base. Now, if they stop to hit those Zerglings, they're actually quite lined up at the moment. They get surrounded, though. Number of drones do go down. A grand total of 4 from Beastyqt right now, but nowhere close to enough to justify that many Hellions going down for not very much effort. He has seen the Spire as well, hasn't he? Yes, he has. Well, if he didn't before, that scan certainly gave him vision of it. Third base is about to complete, and these Speedlings, wow, we're just going for a straight-up bust at the natural expansion. This could end up being very, very good. For Revolver, what's the army supply looking like? Well, it is 34 for our Terran player. I don't know, man. I don't know. Here we go. I mean, yes, he's loaded up 2 bunkers. No, 2 bunkers are going to be nowhere close enough. The SCVs, they're being pulled into the Banelings. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Inside the main base we go. We might not need Mutalisks at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Revolver is trying to finish this one off quickly. And a single Marauder provides some resistance there. But look at the natural expansion. GG, and Revolver with a scoreline of 2-0 defeats Beastyqt and moves on to the next stage of the lower bracket. Extreme circumstances there, massive Baneling bust. It was enough.